All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the championship game between the St. Louis Storm and St. Louis Rockets for 14U division. I'm here with my guest host, Noah, again.
Happy to be here, Gary.
Guest commentator, tell you.
Rockets and Storm lining up with the face-off. Ollie's center. Gross into the zone, puts the puck on net. Storm flow out of the zone. Quick goal for the Storm. Goalie got caught on the outside, didn't swing over.
Tough break for the Rockets starting off. First 20 seconds getting a goal scored on them. Gonna see what kind of resilience they have to come back, stay in the game.
This is our fourth goalie of the tournament. He is a great goalie, so I think he's going to do just fine. Going to shake that one off and move on.
Aikens on the faceoff. Back to Durbin.
Dude, go.
Aikens flips it into the zone.
Mouth in deep after the defenseman. Aikens on the right, Mouth on the left. Feeds to Mouth. Mouth passes to Aikens. Aikens looking for the feed out front. No one there. Oh. Mouth misses the feed through the front. Puck back out in front. Ike's on him. Big check on the boards. Mouth waiting. Does not get a hold of the puck.
And they're going to call a penalty on that one. The Rockets, their first power play of the game. Misconduct. Does that carry a heavier penalty?
It does. Let's see how they're going to play this one. It could be a...
Yeah, 2 and 10.
32's out for 10. 60's serving a 2-minute penalty for the Storm. Rockets feed to Guerin. Guerin with a shot from the point. Almost dribbles through. Guerin into the corner. Rockets feed to the winger. Winger looks out front. Otto up the ice with the puck, looking for a pass. No pass to be made. He dumps it on the goalie.
Salmon's
Henry
across.
from the point. Shot on net. Feeds out front. Quick shot. And nice save by the Storm goalie. Winger feeds to the D. Big shot from the point. Comes in.
Guess that wasn't offsides. Good keep by Young as he goes for a line change.
Rockets are exhibiting good pressure at the moment. Good puck control. They've had some nice passes so far. Looking a little bit different than last night. Vachon on the boards with the puck. Taps it out of the zone. Vachon hit in the head with an elbow. No call. Ooh. Goalie didn't look like he was used to a shot from that speed, but he nabs it with his glove.
Brost in at goalie, if you didn't catch that. Or as Noah said earlier, fourth starting goalie of the tournament.
Puck pulls back to the D. Shot from the point. Goalie handles it with ease. Feed out front to Vachon, a little hot. He misses it. Bobbles to center ice. Big boy on defense, looking for a pass. Still looking, heads down. Still, he feeds it out of the zone. Vachon coming in hot. Gardner behind the net, and they call icing.
9:56 left in the first period. 7 seconds left in the 2-minute penalty. Actually, we're still 4 on 5. I don't know, it doesn't feel like a power play.
Ike in the corner, looking to feed behind the net, mouth out front, moving around. Ike shoots. Oh. Right into the goalie's chest, but he shot it quick. It was a good look.
Storm back at full strength. Still got a guy in the box, though. It'll serve the 2 and 10. 9:45 left in the period.
You know, Gary, it's not unusual that we see St. Peter's players serving 2 and 10s. So I'm not surprised. Storm down the ice with speed, shut down by the defenseman. Blake around the side, feeds to Mouth, skate Mouth dumps to nobody. Mouth gets absolutely obliterated on the side, and the third line is on.
Storm collect themselves and intercepted pass.
Oh, dirty.
Move.
Yeah! Otto dangles 2 guys, scores for the Rockets. What a move. Let's go, Otto.
That was a great move. That really was. He went around 2 guys and
2 ankle breakers, kept composure in front of the net, and shot it in. Nice, clean goal for the Rockets.
9:08 in the first.
Let's go, Otto.
Salmons and Benoit back in on defense now. McLaughlin with the face-off.
McLaughlin feeds to nobody. He was looking for somebody, but it was not there. D's got the puck, dumps it back in. McLaughlin out front, looking to control the puck. Benoit, big check on the defenseman, pushes him into the boards, looking good. Hit from behind, no call. Goalie way out of the crease with a nice save. Rockets change line. Line 1 is out now. Deshaun, Capizzi, and Gross. Let's hope these guys can knock in another goal.
I'm gonna go jump in the restroom and then grab a beer. Do you guys need anything?
I will take another beer.
I'll take one.
Which one? You in the space house?
Is that live on the commentary? Yes.
Half of it. Gross with the puck.
Gross up the ice, looking for the pass. Over to Vachon, almost offside. Holds together, nice shot. A little bit high.
Capizzi circles around, tries to dump it back over to Vachon,
Oh!
and does so.
Goes into
Vachon with the
corner,
shot.
looking for the pass. Vachon behind the net. Still behind the net with the puck. Capizzi into the corner. Spins, throws the puck center. Uh-oh. Big boy, a little slow.
Young
Henry
catching him
across the ice. What a save.
Good back check or good speed.
Feed to Gross. Oh, go! Oh, man. We get half a line change out here.
The offsides on the Storm with 7:03 left in the first period. Score is tied up for those listening.
Aikens take the face-off. Ike on right, Mouth on left. Mouth lines up against Mullet Boy. That seems to be a theme with St. Peter's players. Also, lack of teeth.
We haven't got to the
Mouth
root
gets a
cause.
stick.
Fallis now.
Turn around and look for the pass, Mouth. Mouth looking for a pass that never came. Puck bounces center.
Aikens gets checked at the blue line. Now Fallis behind in the zone. Flips it up the boards. Now Can't quite hold on to it. Twice in a row. Follow sticks. Gets a stick on it.
Follows checked from behind on the boards. No call. It was questionable. A little bit of a gray area.
I'd say his helmet was against the board, so probably it's a penalty.
This is the most physical game we played in this tournament, Gary.
By far.
Even the last time we played this team last night, it was not near this level of physicality. Mouth out front. Mouth tries to drive center, unable to cross into the center of the ice into the corner.
Now McLaughlin shoots it, but it's deflected right on front. Back to the Storm. They're headed back the other way, past into the zone.
Rush shut down by Benoit on the boards. Durbin on the boards, looking to feed. The winger's not there. McLaughlin out front, dumps out of the zone. Gary, I was looking for a check there. There was 2 Rockets players and only 1 Storm player, but no hit.
Flipped in by Jansen. Storm in control back into the zone again.
Storm turn over the puck in the zone. Benoit circles, looks for the pass out front, and I believe this is going to be an icing.
5:07 left in the first.
Rockets face off defensive zone. 5 minutes left in the first. Puck pounces out.
Gross after
Gross
it.
out front, looking for the pass. Shut down. Nice stick by the Storm. Bashan behind the net, feeds center, and the goalie stops it. Peasy takes the face off, feeds to the boards. Storm trying to clear, Rockets keep it in. Peasy out front with the puck. Skates to open ice, looking for the pass. Nice check on the boards by the Storm. Bashan in front with the puck. Rockets trying to get control of it.
Held in by Young and then followed back up with Bashan. He makes a
What
move.
a toe drag.
Shot.
Oh, what a shot. Oh. Great opportunity for the Rockets there. Without the goalie's head from the other team in the way, we would have scored that goal. Bashan toe dragged it around 2 players, maintained composure, and got a nice shot off. Nice pressure from the Rockets on that line. Rockets change line. Guerin charges up ice. Absolutely smoked from behind. Not a lot of calls in
Was
this
he
game
really?
so far.
I didn't catch that. I moved the...
Mouth, hit him. Skate, Mouth. Mouth dumps, no icing. Rockets trying to get control of the puck. Hit from behind, still no call.
Oh no! Shot!
Nice save by the Rockets goalie.
Give me a chin card.
Storm center it. Ike right there to make sure he doesn't get a shot.
That's your player, Mouth. Mouth just changed on the stupid. Oh my. Rockets change when they're getting absolutely battered in their zone.
Now Marburger on the side.
No ice there, but luckily we cleared out of the zone. We were under fire on that shift. 1-1 Rockets. We're going to get a penalty there.
No, they're
McLaughlin
not.
was.
They better start giving penalties though. This is going to get chippy really
I do
quick.
believe they need to take control. That was
They did give him a penalty. I didn't
that
see
was
his
a
arm
slash
go.
after the play. St. Peter's dads are yelling at the refs.
He barely touched the goalie.
got to get more for your money there, bud.
That may be a true statement.
We'll take it. Keep going there, Carter.
2:33 left in the first period. Storm gets a 2-minute penalty for slashing
After the play.
after the play. Yep.
You know, Gary, if the refs would call this a little bit tighter, we'd see less of that. We'll see how this changes in the second and third period. Hot pass over to Blake.
Oh,
Nearly tipped in.
Nearly tipped in, yep.
The Rockets need to control the puck here and slow it down. Ooh. Follows with the puck on the boards, looking to get it into the offensive zone. Rockets looking to take control of the puck here on the power play. Otto on the boards, dumps. Rockets quick change. We have 1:20 left on the Rockets power play. Rockets have yet to control the puck. Shot from the point by Follis.
Off the defender's
Goes
stick.
nowhere. Ollie dishes out front. Otto says, "Go get that puck, defender girl."
Off the board, Gross with a slingshot shot. Oh, that's got to be offside. Oh, man. Elbowed into the head again.
We are not calling a lot of penalties. That was an elbow to the head. Follis tearing it up, skating very hard, trying to make up. Nice move by Follis. Looking to flow out of the zone. Gross on the weak side.
Can't quite get to the pass. Now Vachon's there to help him. It's Vachon and Gross. Pass to Gross. Shot goes wide left. Back to Vachon. Centers it. Now back to Benoit at the point. He nails it. Again, Benoit.
Oh.
And the can't quite
Rockets
get through.
firing hard.
Benoit again tries to get it deep. Does so.
Rockets battling hard. They want this goal bad. They've got 9 seconds left on the power play. Benoit dumps into the corner. Rockets behind the net.
35 seconds left in the period. Back to full
Rockets
strength.
dump again. Mouth on the ice. Changes. Mouth looking for the feed on the boards. Down low. Cover the point, Mouth.
Shot wide
Mouth
right.
jumps over the puck. I don't know what that was. The puck is out. Mouth weak side looking for the pass. The lines are all mixed up at the moment, and the period is over. Wow.
That was an entertaining first period.
It was
there.
very intense at the end. I think both teams had a lot of opportunities in the zone. Rockets moving the puck really nicely today compared to yesterday, which is nice to see. If we could get control of that puck a little bit more, I think we could take advantage of this game and hopefully get another goal. Defense doing a great job. The Storm have not yet had any quick rushes on the goalie, which is great to see.
It's getting a little bit too physical, too quick. So I'm a little. And they need to start calling some penalties.
You know, Gary, when these refs do not call penalties, stuff gets violent, and then they start calling penalties. So it's best just to call them from the start, keep the game under control, safer for everybody. Game works a lot better, and you avoid bigger penalties along the way. Keep frustration levels down amongst the players, and just play the hockey game.
That's some good insight, Noah.
Got to take control from the start. Number 32 still serving his 10-minute penalty.
13-minute period is to start the second.
Rockets
Aikens.
face off. Aikens, Mouth, and Ike. Skate, Mouth.
Zaffredinos behind the net.
Zaffredinos looking to take control of the puck.
He's
Two
getting
Rockets
checked
players.
into the boards.
Mouth wide, looking for the pass. It does not go through.
They do clear the zone. And right back in.
Ike's trying to circle, looking for something. Very physical game. Mal tries to dump, does not go in. Storm come out of the zone. Storm come in. Shot 4 feet over the top of the Rockets goalie. Nice check by the Rockets there. Nice pressure. Skate!
Nice pass out, Aikens. Now
Otto
to
up the
Jansen.
ice. He dumps. He's got 4 guys on him. Didn't have many other options. Puck goes out of the zone. Fowler's looking for the pass. Feeds to McLaughlin. McLaughlin into the zone along the boards.
Offside, but they didn't call it.
Way offsides. Also, 4 guys on McLaughlin means there was a lot of opportunity for a pass there if he could have gotten one off. Ooh, little dicey in front of the net there. McLaughlin absolutely hammers the Storm winger, who is hobbling off the ice. Puck goes behind the net.
Was that a mullet or a
Feeds
girl?
to
I'm
Otto.
not sure.
It's both. It's a girl with a mullet.
Oh, wow.
Augie looks to feed. Deshaun flies in, takes control of the puck and loses it in the offensive zone. He's back in. Deshaun putting hard pressure on the Storm. Follows back into the zone. Feeds it off. Follows with the puck again, looking for the pass.
Use the ice, boys.
The Rockets are working the boards really hard on the left side. They've got the whole right side open. Augie feeds to Deshaun. Deshaun doesn't see it behind him. Deshaun behind the net. Looking for the pass. Puck is popping around in front. Ooh.
Now Benoit at the point.
Benoit keeps it in, feeds to Gross. Gross across to Capizzi.
Durbin comes in, gets a shot.
Storm dump it down the ice. It will not be iced. Benoit in front of the net. Feeds to the winger. Off the stick and into the offensive zone. Vachon goes in, looking for an opportunity. Capizzi with the jump. Tries to grab it with his glove. Vachon into the zone, uncontended. There's a guy out front. Let's see what he can do. Nice little toe drag.
Loses the puck though. Now he's heading back the other way. Past the blue line, the red line, and now back into their zone, or Rocket zone.
Storm cycling the puck outside. Feed to a defender. Mouth hopping on the opportunity. Tries for a quick pass out center. Nothing. This game it's getting physical. Mouth grabs the puck.
Aikens right there.
Feeds to Aikens. Mouth going in for the puck into the corner. Looking for somebody. Feeds to Ike. Quick tip. Oh, almost tipped in by Aikens.
Young comes in, smashes in a shot, ends up going around the boards.
Rockets wingers need to work the boards a little bit harder.
Ooh. Better eat your Wheaties.
Rockets winger saves the day there.
No icing.
That was a nice shift by those Rockets. That second line just skated real hard out there. They weren't able to make anything of it. Big check out front to the head. Aikens goes down.
Another check.
Another check. This is a very physical game. Henry Young down the boards, looking for a shot. Puts it on net and nothing. Nice save. Oh, tries again, still nothing.
And now he covered.
Young has his hands up. He says, "It's not me." These St. Peter's players are crazy. Man, it's a physical game. It looks a lot different than yesterday. I mean, this is fun to watch, yeah.
Cafferino's shot blocked out in front. But
McLaughlin out front looks for a shot. Lots of sticks on that puck and nothing. Eight minutes left in the second period. 1-1. Rockets feed over the board. Zaverdino's on the side. Tries to dump the puck in, nothing. Nice stick by the Rockets. Augie, big check in the corner.
And then he pushes him back down on the head again. Back to the point.
That was out.
Shot, glove save by Brost.
Nice save by Brost. I don't know if he was ready for that puck, but he saw it in time and made a nice glove save.
Capizzi on the face-off. Back to Follis. Follis around the back of the net. Oh! My goodness. No penalty on that either.
Gotta
Getting
call
up
that.
slow. Follis is up on his knees, getting up a little slow.
Not sure how that wasn't a penalty, Gary. He was cross-checked in the head.
Into the boards.
Into the boards. That was the most obvious penalty of this game. Still not called, so hopefully we see some more calls.
That's one thing to let him play in the middle of the ice, but not against the boards.
It is, and you know, you can hit somebody as hard as you want, but it's supposed to be shoulder-to-shoulder contact. You're not supposed to hit them in the knees. You're not supposed to hit them in the heads. Those were two evenly sized players, and it was a stick right to the head, into the glass. Just not safe.
And they're not sending anybody to the box. They didn't have their hand raised, so there's no penalty on that. Capizzi, Vachon, and Gross back in on offense. Salmon's Benoit on defense now. Face off, sent back into
Capizzi driving hard into the corner, feeds out front. Rockets looking for that second goal. Offsides on the Rockets. I think that was a good call there, Gary. Stopped a fast rush. They're probably going to take they should take the face-off center ice, but they are not. Good for us. Capizzi wins a face-off, passes to himself, and shoots it on net. Zaverdino's into the corner. Capizzi looking for a pass, nothing there. Feeds it behind the net. Vachon in the corner with the puck. Looking to connect in the center with somebody. Goes right through. Nobody's there.
right through Capizzi's legs, I think.
It is getting very rough out there, Gary, because nobody's calling anything. Except for offsides.
Except for offsides and icing. They know how to call those two penalties. Well, half the time. They've missed a couple of those too.
Let's go, Rockets!
Durbin skates up into the neutral zone to Akins. Now back to Durbin. Oh.
Durbin checked along the boards.
Those are clean checks.
Mal circling up top, looking for a feed. Augie behind the net. Back to Ike on the boards. Feeds across. Durbin behind the net. Rockets looking to get the puck out of the zone. Ike behind, swinging up. Stay open, Mal.
Shot from the point.
Rockets pulled over out of position on that one. The puck was stuck on the boards for a long time, which did leave the defenders wide open. Durbin dumps in. Rockets change.
Puck bounces up and onto the net. .456 left in the second period. Face-off back to the point on the Storm. Shot deflected out in front. The Rockets. Jansen kicks it over to Marburger.
Marburger charged into the zone. Dumps the puck at the goalie. Looking for a pad pass. McLaughlin behind the goal. Otto on the boards. Feeds back to McLaughlin behind the net. Benoit over. Shuts down the rush. But the Storm player is still charging.
Still hitting him in the back of the head on his way down. Or at least in the back. Let me call it.
McLaughlin trying to dump.
Salmon sends it back across the ice. Now
McLaughlin looking for something. Comes up with nothing. Rockets keep it in. Otto in the way for a second. McLaughlin looking for the dump.
Probably too many ice on the ice.
And the Storm ice the puck.
3:46 left in the second.
John, are you ready to be the commentator for the second half of this game?
Oh, hey, did you want the mic, John?
It's all right.
I'll give you my mic.
It's all right.
There you go.
Hopping in late.
Jaffredinos from the point sends it deeper to Capizzi. Capizzi in the corner.
Jaffredinos looking for the pass. Passes to Capizzi. Capizzi dumps center. Jaffredinos on the side. Goes through his legs. Henry Young back with the puck. Feeds to Gross on the boards. Young keeps it in. Puts it on net. And, ooh.
Covered by the Storm goalie.
I've noticed some real power Hoosiers on the other side over there.
Oh yeah.
Some of these parents hooting and hollering down there. Boy, it was impressive.
How did the game finish up with Rockets versus Mexico, John?
Rockets versus Mexico. It was a heck of a game. The Rockets showed some resolve. Down 4-1 with about 3 minutes left. Came back to score 2.
Wow.
And made it tight. Made it a 1-goal game. We had our goalie pulled too. Not for our first 2 goals to come back, but oh my God! No goal! The ref says they're celebrating.
No goal!
Why are they celebrating? Wow! And let the Power Hoosiers go. We saw it. We saw it clearly on down on this end. It's no goal.
Now you gotta go look on live board and figure out if it actually went in.
You know, the officials are talking here, but the official that was closest to the goal clearly had it waved off. The call on ice is no goal. Are they going to take this to Toronto, guys?
Oh, and they reversed the call and call it a goal. I don't know.
You know, you don't see that very often, guys.
see it on your
The
phone
ref
if
to
you pull
go
it up.
back. And we'll have to review the tape on that one later, guys. Well, the Rockets are going to have to get that one back. We got the second
Or
line
the
out there
YouTube
shared by
channel, too.
Akins.
And you can just rewind
Akins
it.
wins it.
Now Salmon's with
here
the
and
puck.
Sam's, and he kind of just dumps it up the ice. That's a giveaway there. The roller hockey team's got possession. They dump it into the Rocket zone. That would be, oh, that's Akins down there battling for the puck. Mouse got it, but he throws it up and it gets over the defenseman's stick. That's not going to be ice. The defenseman went right over their stick, and Ike goes in deep in the zone for it. He's rubbed off the puck, and the puck changes possession there. Boy, that girl on that team's got white gloves, white helmet, and the roller hockey gear. She is, the gear stands out there. Puck in the Rockets defensive zone, and
Down the ice
Akins gets blasted, knocked off the puck, but the Rockets maintain possession, and he's dumped deep.
Tried to check him
into
out
the,
and headbutted
the
himself
opponent's
into
zone.
the net, or into the board.
The Storm, I think they call him. The Storm defenseman carrying the puck up the wing, and he dumps it all the way up. It's tipped over the red line and into the Rocket zone. Sanders retrieves the puck behind the net, pass up to Crew Marburger, and he sends it all the way up out of the zone to Otto. Otto to McLaughlin. McLaughlin's got it, but he loses possession, and that puck's just going back and forth here. Not much clear possession from either team. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Otto gets tripped. No call. No call. And Otto gets up looking at the ref's arm. That's a missed call there, guys.
Oh, this kid.
The Storm took it the other way and had a good scoring opportunity, but weren't able to bury it. Zav's got the puck. He moves a nice pass right up. That could have been a suicide pass if they were right on Crew, but he didn't have much pressure there. Ooh,
52 seconds left.
It goes right into the boards. All right, we got our top line out here. It's time to get some opportunities. Ali takes it in, a shot from the goal line on net. Bounces out, 2 shots.
seconds.
Deshaun with the shot. Off the pad. Oh, Deshaun goes and takes out that Storm player. Body on body there. Got Capizzi, he's gaining the blue line.
16
he's
seconds.
taking it wide down the right zone. Time's running out on the clock. Oh, and he puts it right across, saved by the goalie. That was a prime opportunity.
Another
Deshaun
shot.
with the rebound shot. Now he sends it up to the
6
point.
seconds.
Maggie Durbin with the shot on net. Vashon, oh my gosh, misses it from a short angle there.
That's going to end the period.
Oh, that top line was putting some pressure on that shift. That was great to see the Rockets come back there. Ooh.
Action put packed the last minute and a half there. So, excuse me.
And this intermission is going to be brought to you by Crane Insurance Agency, Elliot Benoit. For all your insurance needs, if you're needing,
Insurance?
property, casualty, general liability, for the business. He specializes on business needs.
Are we talking about McLaughlin Crane?
No, this would be Crane Insurance Agency.
Oh, the Crane
Elliot
Insurance
Benoit,
Agency. Okay.
yes. Sponsoring the second intermission. refs are at center ice, ready to drop the puck, calling the teams out here to start this third period.
You think it's going to see it be a little bit more physical, or can we get any more physical than that?
Could we get any more physical?
I think we could definitely get more physical. Yes, there wasn't a whole lot of physicality. Yeah.
I feel like it was pretty rough. I would like to see the refs make some more calls. I'm back on that, John. I know you don't want to hear it, but here's the deal. We got a lot of hits there that were not safe, right to the head from behind. No one likes it from behind.
No.
What's good to see is Follis back out on the ice here, so it's good to see he's not. He's doing good.
Full recovery.
Rockets win the puck. Salmon's up to Aikens. Aikens crosses the run line. He's looking for a pass. Dumps it in his zone.
Mouth going in, looking for something.
Good hold at the point there. And it's in. Tip on net.
Almost off the head.
He tried to header that. I've never seen that before, guys. He was trying to score.
John, it could have worked. It didn't. But it could have.
Well,
let's go, Mal.
Something I've never seen before.
Rockets scrapping. Both teams playing very hard at the moment. Follows with the puck on the boards.
He gets that's going to be offsides there.
I think St. Peter's would have shot it at the goalie after the whistle because that's the way they do it, but they didn't that time. God bless him. Is this the St. Peter's team? I think it's a lot of St. Peter's players.
I kind of could tell by the parent representation on the other side.
What was that, John?
I think I could maybe take that guess when I walked past the other fans.
It was the Mullets? Oh,
just,
no.
Gary, when
more conduct.
Also, when they came on the bench, I started counting teeth. I didn't see a whole lot. I figured it had to be St. Peter's.
Okay, we get the draw. Third line's out there. Wyatt takes a face-off and goes back, but they just send it back up to the point man, the Storm point man.
Otto on the boards, head-to-head with someone who is twice his size.
3 times his weight.
There's Maggie Dermott carrying it out, but she luckily is able to get it out of the zone, and it goes back to Storm possession. Otto with the turnover in the neutral zone. He's going in. He's looking for some help. To Crew. Crew's looking for a quick shot, but he fans on it. Henry Young chips it on net. There's a rebound opportunity. Otto goes and sticks his stick in there. Good play following up on that.
That's a good little flip for our Young. Flipped it over the top towards the net.
Okay. I can't help you, but I can help you out.
You gotta warm up his head.
Capizzi at face-off.
Okay, we got Capizzi with the win.
Back to Benoit.
Back to Benoit. He swings it over to Zav, but they can't maintain possession. It's back out to the neutral zone. Rockets have possession. It was dumped in by Benoit into the far corner. We've got Capizzi on the hunt. Vachon trying to cut off that pass. Capizzi turns it over. Good steal there. And he turns it behind the net. Goes on his backhand. Oh, they can't quite get it on net. Benoit tries to hold it at the point, but can't do it. Big Zavradinos is going back to get that puck. Takes it behind the net and just kind of gives it away. The Rockets seem to be throwing that puck away. You want a little bit more intentional passes.
John, that's the thing. If you don't have a pass, you just get rid of that puck. That's what we call a turnover. We don't want to see that. He was looking for somebody, but there was actually nobody there either. So
that's too many turnovers. And then there's a fluttering shot. Capizzi took it from right in the slot, but it was hit a Storm player's stick and kind of fluttered up. It was almost a little bit of a tricky one for the goalie to handle, but he was able to get it with the glove.
10:48 left in the third.
Aikens on the draw. These two teams have had the tightest games of this tournament so far.
What's that? Interference?
We've seen a lot of blowouts, but this has been tight. Both games against between these two teams.
Not making any calls.
We've got a beautiful Sunday here in St. Louis, guys. It's nice weather, about 65 degrees, sunny.
I think it's probably the best weekend of the year in all of St. Louis. I mean, it's beautiful outside.
What do you guys have planned for today? Anything big? Trip to Home Depot?
A little trimming, Home Depot. Maybe check out Bed Bath & Beyond.
I think we're going to go have a couple more hockey games.
Oh, boy. These salmons is, whew. Now we've got technical difficulty down by the goal. Something going on at the post.
Making an ice repair. They call him Human Zamboni, and it's not because of his mouth size. It's because of his skills with his hands and the goalie's water bottle.
Aiken's on the face-off.
Puck dumped in, all the way in, no ice. Back in the Rocket zone, Henry Young's behind the net. He slings it up the boards.
Let's go, let's go!
Mouth chips it out, and he's got possession. He's carrying it up the wing. There's 3-on-2. Rockets enter the zone. Mouth's dangling around. He's got to make a play. It's back to the point. The Bulls got him. He sends it back to Mouth down low. Some pretty good puck movement here. Mouth tries to get it across, but can't get it through.
Rockets were looking good right there. Looking to get control of the puck. Dump to the corner, Mouth out front. Aiken's.
And it almost seemed like the Rockets had a power play there. I mean, the Storm had 5 on there, but
the Rockets were flying. They were buzzing. You think the Storm would be buzzing, but they're not. They're just looking for dental work.
That's a big Storm player there.
He's a big Storm player.
He doesn't move well.
Nope.
But he's got some size. There's a floating shot blocked off by, is that Bessie?
Oh, no.
Is that Bessie again in net?
Oh,
Keeps it. Good
puck
keep.
stays in somehow.
I believe that's Bessie who deflects it. Oh, boy.
no.
The Bull with the turnover.
Go, Mouth.
Henry Young goes to try to send it out, too.
Rockets can't get it out of the zone.
You know, that was just 2 opposite shifts there. The shift right before the Rockets were really owning the play, and now it's gone all back Storm. Rockets having a hard time clearing the zone. Big save by Bessie. Big pad save, but the Rockets desperately need a whistle here. We need a line change.
Stay high on the D.
There's the Bull. He sends it all the way down. That's going to be an ice, but it's going to allow for a change. Mike Capizzi's been doing good work this weekend. He's been in the penalty box every game. He's been kind of the designated penalty box guy.
There he is.
Yep.
I think he likes
McLaughlin with the face-off, goes down to the corner, Otto back. And these Rockets just seem to be throwing it. Throwing that puck.
You know, John, I think he was trying to shoot it up into the workout room over there. Maybe he had a target, maybe he didn't. I don't see anybody working out there.
I don't see anybody either. You'd maybe want to do that if they were up there, just to send a little scare up there.
Nice save by the goalie. You know what? This goalie's really playing well for the Rockets today. I gotta say that.
He's looking good, but these Rockets, they seem to just be chipping the puck off their stick.
The Rockets need to do some tape-to-tape passes. Unlike that pass from the Storm, which was on a road to nowhere. Rockets looking to beat the puck out of the zone, still stuck.
They just can't seem to keep the puck on their stick. It's bouncing off, slipping off.
They're looking a little nervous in the zone, and they need to slow it down a little bit. They need to find their pass. They need to break it out and move down the ice. Without that, you're going to be stuck back there forever, taking shots, and eventually the other team's going to score. Let's see if this line can turn around.
That's correct, Noah. Well, good news for the Rockets fans. We've got the top line back out there, and I think they're ready to do something. We need to turn the momentum around here. Durbin, reverse, back behind the net.
He's going to look for a pass, and it's right there.
Nope, but it's... Can't get it tape to tape. These passes just have not been very crisp. Vachon steals the puck. He's moving up ice.
Vachon on a mission.
He's got 3-on-1, though.
The Frenchman shoots nothing.
Nope.
He had a good look.
And then there's
the other Frenchman on D.
Back at point.
Benoit.
Pretty good hold. He holds it on his backhand.
Rose dump.
Oh, and they try to get it out. Benoit gloves it down, carries it across, and tries to go backdoor. Oh, Durbin has it at the point, but it bounces over his stick.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, man.
Opportunity from the slot, but he misses wide. There's 3 Rockets battling over on the boards. Benoit stepping up from the point to hold that there. And the Storm send it down. That's no ice, they call it. The back official called no icing, waved it off. That must have deflected off of a Rocket stick.
Oh,
boy. Lots of giveaways, but Vachon's in 1-on-1. He's got somebody from pressure behind. He tries to go wide. Pulls up. He's looking for help. The Rockets were taking a change there, and
Oh, that was, I think that was offsides.
I think that was good. I think it was a good no call.
Let's go, Rockets, move it!
Storm
6:20 left in the
defenseman's got it
game.
behind the net, and he just sends it down the ice. That was a soft little chip, and it's not going to go the length for icing. So the Storm player is rushing down. A lot of good hustle out of that Storm player. Rockets are moving it up.
Capizzi.
Move it!
There's Capizzi,
He goes for a line
and they're going
change.
for a change.
Out of the zone.
Ike makes a play. Let's get a shot on net here, but he can't get it through the defender. Battle over on the boards with Ike and Mouth. We got Henry at the point ready to step in. Henry steps up to try to angle, but then he backs off. Boy, this is a big line of defensemen for the Rockets. We got Zavardinos and Henry Young. They've got a whole lot of size. Puck goes deep. Rockets have possession. Henry Young turns it. But he just gets rubbed off that puck by the Storm player. They seem to be out muscling us here. And that's a throwaway. No ice. Oh, it is an ice. All right, and the puck goes back in the Rocket zone here. We've got the third line out. Time's running down here. We've got 5:09 left in the third, down by a goal. Rockets need to make something happen. And, frankly, they haven't shown much here in the third period.
Not much.
They've been a lot of the time struggling in the defensive zone, trying to get the puck out. The defenseman will come around the net, and it's a slow pass. By the time the defenseman passes the puck, the other team has collapsed on the play, and there's no pass there. So they really need to work on getting the puck out of the corner as fast as possible before all the players shift over and they get stuck in the zone again.
We're running out of time here. We need more possession. We keep giving the puck away. You're not going to get scoring opportunities if you keep just throwing that puck away.
You cannot give that puck away. You can't score without it, so keep it with you and take it down and let's do something about this.
McLaughlin pass across the ice through Marbury.
Puts it on net, looking for the quick change.
Rockets cannot hold the zone. Folis goes back. They're looking for a regroup, and he sends it up off the boards and in. A kick by the Storm player back out of the zone.
Let's go.
And now Fowles has got it. He fights it over the blue line. But there's nobody in there. First line back out on the ice. Gross has got possession of the puck. There's James Vachon going in hard on the attack. But they break it out. Cross ice. Foles has got it. Back up. Quick transition by the Rockets to get possession. Back in the zone. That was a good play.
He's got the shot in front of the net.
Vachon's got it.
Now Vachon.
We just can't get it into a good scoring opportunity. There's good pressure there by this top line of the Rockets.
340.
John's got it behind the net. He's looking for an option. Fans on it. Sends it in. There's a loose puck in front, and that's an ice. All the way down. Let's, we get a line change here.
I'm thinking what the coach is going to do here is a quick line 2 and then right back to line 1. See if we can get an equalizer here.
We're running out of time, so we got to get that first line a little bit of a break and get him back out there. I'd like to see Mouth maybe pull off that header on this shift. Try to head that puck in the net.
Maybe he can head it in.
I'd really like to see that.
It's Ghost. Oh, man. The Rockets really got to turn it on here in the defensive zone or in the offensive zone.
These Storm are feeling the pressure, though. They keep sending that down. They're trying to run out the clock just by icing it here.
Nice thing about that whistle is the first line gets a little bit to sit, a little bit of extra time, another 30 seconds, and only 10 seconds have gone by in gameplay. And
it also gives us a chance to wet our lips a little bit.
It does. It does.
Okay, the draw by Aikens, that's lost back to the Storm, and they throw it again. This time that was a weak clearing attempt, so it only went to center ice. Rockets regroup. That was, wow.
Let's go, Rockets, move!
Likely an offsides call missed by the linesman. The Storm got it. They're just throwing it out. Let's get a swing here. Zavardinos has got to switch the side of the ice. He had his other defenseman across. He could have swung that puck and sent it back up. Collision behind the net with Mouth and the Storm guy. These Rockets have got to get possession here. Aikens has got it. He's carrying it in. Sends it across the Mouth. Prime opportunity. Mouth tries to cut across. Rockets got to get it on net.
Get in there!
They do, but it wasn't a very strong shot and a pad saved by the goaltender. Folis regrouping, 2:30 left in the game in the third period. Oh, they're almost a mess of a line change there. And after the play, the Storm guy takes out Salmons. Bit of a dirty play there. The Storm dump it in deep. Folis back to retreat behind the net. He's going to try to use that net for protection. He sends it up. Oh, that first line is back out there. All right. Whistle, there's a time to reset here.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. They're saying that's an intentional offsides, and the faceoff goes all the way down to the offensive zone. That's a good break for the Rockets there. Okay, we got Capizzi taking the draw on his strong side.
The Rockets call a timeout.
Timeout by the Rockets, okay.
2:08 left in the game.
You know, the Rockets have had a lot of opportunities. They're working so hard right now. St. Peter's or whoever they are on their heels. They keep icing it. We've got a nice face-off here in the Rockets' offensive zone. We're going to try to get one, John. What do you think Coach is telling them right now?
Well, I think he's telling them you guys need to keep possession here. You can't be throwing that puck away. You got to maintain possession and move without the puck to create some opportunities. You know, maybe get to the net and get a quick shot on goal. They've been having a little bit of a problem getting good, strong shots. It seems like there's a lot of fluttering attempts when they're in the slot. They're trying to get shots off, but they haven't been able to get it off clean. The Storm have been getting their stick on puck, and making it not great opportunities for the Rockets.
I think maybe a shot from the outside might be the best one right now. There's some nice clean ice out there. The Rockets can get the puck outside, cycle it around a little bit, maybe get a shot on the pad and tap it in. I think that might be their best opportunity right now. Let's see what they can do. Rockets still in the huddle. Storm looking for lost teeth on the ice. God bless them. Everybody's somebody's baby, John.
We got Capizzi on the strong side taking this draw. He wins it back to Gross. Gross with a shot. Oh, that deflects out the defenseman's leg and goes wide. The Rockets are pressure here. They got a loose puck in front of the net. It's a scramble, but it gets cleared to the corner. Oh, the Storm were able to get it out. The Rockets have their goalie pulled. They get it in, and it's... Oh my gosh! This Long by the Storm steps up on Gross and lays a big hit on him. There's McLaughlin. He's, I guess, the extra attacker here. He's down there battling for the puck. These Storm are really throwing their body around down there. Possession behind. We got to get on him. It's sent out to the point. Folis is able to hold it, and he sends it back down low behind the net. 1:30 left. Just a little back and forth here. Folis sends it down high and wide.
Get there!
We got to get somebody on that puck. These Rockets seem to be worn out a little bit. We got, shot, but it can't hit the net. Can't hit the net. Oh, Gross gets a stick ripped out from him. There's Salmons with a good hold at the point. He shoots it down. These Rockets can't hit the net. Back on the side, quick shot by Salmons. He tries to get a slapper, but it gets blocked. Good hold in the zone. And that's an icing by the Storm. What are we going to do here? 48? Are they going to change that line or leave the top line out there? They're going to put the second line out, it looks like.
48 seconds left in the game, John.
Line 2 in, looking for something. Let's go, Rockets!
Now who's going to be...
50 seconds!
And they put Henry Young out as the extra attacker here. He's going to go down low. They're sending the big defenseman up in front.
And the goalie's
playing in front of the net.
6 on 5 now for the last 48 seconds here. Let's see if the Rockets can get it.
Young behind the net.
Is that going to go all the way? Is that going to be an ice? There we go. It crosses the red line. And
icing.
There we go. Boy, that almost stopped right at the end, very end. Almost an excellent curling shot.
You know,
but
I think there was a piece of bubble gum down the ice. That puck almost tried to stop on, but it didn't. Thank God. Zamboni driver's got to look out for that one when it cleans it up.
37 seconds left in the game.
Let's go, Rockets!
Good win by Aikens. Back to the point. Salmons sends it down low to Ike. It goes off the stick, though, into the corner. Good hold by Salmons. We got to get shots here, though, boys. Ike tries to send it across. The Storm shoot all the way down. That's another ice. 21.7 seconds left.
All right, put the first line back on.
Yep.
John, I'm looking for that first line.
And you know what? There they go. They're going out.
It's a mixed match.
Well, it looks like McLaughlin's going to go on as the extra attacker there. We got top line. McLaughlin's the extra. He's going.
McLaughlin's that sixth guy.
Rockets have 21 seconds to do something here. The goalie's pulled. There's 6 men on the ice. Puck comes out front and
Fullis goes. And that's a hand pass by the Rockets. Fullis went vertical, up high to hold the zone.
You know, he's
Bounced
a
off his glove.
Great keep.
You know, I never knew he had ups like that. But unfortunately, he had a great hold in the zone, but it bounced over to the other defenseman, and they called a hand pass.
Why are they sending us all the way to the other side?
the refs are confused here. It is a Sunday. Maybe they're tired. May have gone out last night to party a little too higher down the Wash Ave.
You know, St. Peter's, the Storm, they want that hand pass, that face-off to go all the way in the defensive zone. But with Coach Meek's reffing experience, he told him, no, that's not the right call. You better get back up to the blue line. Oh, Rockets lose it, and it's dumped in. That's going to be an ice. Oh, and it doesn't cross. No ice. No ice. Boy, that died there, and Storm has possession. Deshaun's got it. Oh, what an opportunity. We had an opportunity there.
2.5 seconds left on the clock.
Got a good shot off, but that Storm goalie made a heck of a save. Well, what are we going to do? They're going to overload. 1.5 seconds left. Do you try to get a shot right off that? Overload everybody towards the middle. And
Salmons and Follow switch sides.
Possible.
So they're both strong hand shot off the face-off.
You think you want to get a... Good opportunity there for the Rockets.
That's going to do it.
Well, it's been a fun one this Sunday afternoon.
You know, John, the Rockets played really hard there. They had a lot of opportunities. They just couldn't get one in the net in the last moments of the game. You know, I can't really blame it on anything. They were even moving the puck around really well at the end there. So lots of shots, lots of good passes. It just wouldn't go their way. You know, apparently if you have less teeth, you might play better at hockey on a Sunday. I don't really know what the factor is there, you know.
You know, I think they really just pissed away a lot of time the start of that third period. They didn't really start putting it on until late in the game. Where were they from the start of the third up until about 3 or 4 minutes left in the game? It seemed like they didn't have the urgency. Maybe they were gripping their stick a little bit too tight there. They were throwing the puck away. Everybody was a little too nervous. I don't know what was going on. They wasted a lot of time.
They did. You know, they really found their pace at the end, but it was too little, too late. You know,
too little, too late.
I don't know if you want to talk about the history of the hockey skate or move on here, but this is a wrap. French farmer in the mid-1700s invented the hockey skate when he needed to cross a pond in the middle of winter. He borrowed one of his wife's high heels and a saw blade, and off he went. He was later exported for being a witch and a cross-dresser and invented hockey in Canada. And that's how it all began, folks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining. We'll talk to you next time.